Okay, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 greatest comic book villains of all time. Alright, let's get straight into it. Now, a quick reminder that this is going to be my personal list, so if you don't agree with it, that's okay. But go ahead and put it down in the comments. Let me know what your top 5 favorite characters are. If it differs from mine, that's alright. Anyways, let's get straight into this. Coming in at number 5, we have Doomsday. This muscle-bound badass is so strong, in his first ever appearance, he killed Superman. That deserves a list on the top 5 greatest villains of all time. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he can adapt. He's almost the perfect villain, except for his somewhat dumb intelligence. Coming in at number 4, we have the Joker. Now, I know this is going to be very divisive to a lot of people, and a lot of other people are going to put the Joker at their number 1 spot, their number 2 spot, but I'm going to put him at my number 4 spot. I have a lot of others I'm going to be putting ahead of him, and for one, it's not that I don't like him that much, but I also have that much more respect for other characters that are, in my regard, disregarded in some ways, or overlooked. So let's get into it. Now, the reason I put the Joker at the number 4 spot is he is one of my favorite villains of all time. However, the fact that he's so obsessed with Batman, it holds him back. Because if he was as obsessed with evil and killing and just being twisted and just took that on other superheroes, it would be amazing. But for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the Batman versus Joker duo, because it's like, what are you doing, Batman? You should just take him out. He's a mass murdering serial killer. Like, get him off the streets or just kill him. Like, I don't know. But that's just me. The character of the Joker is a completely other story. He's chaotic. He's hilarious. He's conniving, he's smart, he's always 5 steps ahead of everyone, and he always just knows how to make you smile. And he looks damn good in a purple suit. Zooming into our number 3 spot, we have Professor Zoom, aka the Reverse Flash. Now, I was first introduced to the Reverse Flash in the Flash TV show on the CW back in my, 7th grade? Wow, that makes me feel old. And ever since I first ever saw the Man in Yellow, I was hooked. Because he's mysterious, at least in the TV show. And the mystery kept you going until you finally found out that it was actually Harrison Wells. And then you found out that Harrison Wells wasn't actually the Reverse Flash, it was actually Eobard Thawne. And like the connection between Eobard Thawne and Eddie Thawne, like, it's really, really interesting. And the fact that he's an actual living paradox. He's the fact he doesn't exist without the Flash. It's so interesting and makes him really powerful, honestly. And his powers are awesome. I just love super speed. That's my number 1 favorite superpower. I'd love to have that. So God, if you could please just bless me with that tomorrow when I wake up, I'd love to have that. But yeah, we're gonna move on. And he's one of the main villains in the Flashpoint Paradox, one of the best comic book storylines of all time. Coming in at number 2, we have Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. One of the most brutal and cruel, morbid characters in all of comics. This guy will kill you, your mom, your grandma, your baby in the same afternoon, and he'll go out and then kill your cousin. And also your cousin's baby. Because he likes to eat babies. I don't know. I literally always just thought this is what the Joker would be like if he had superpowers and he didn't care about Batman. He would literally just be Carnage. And I honestly just think it would make his character a lot more interesting, but that's another story for another time. Carnage is fast, nimble, flexible. He can transform his body into anything he wants, into swords and axes, anything. It's crazy. And he's going absolutely insane in the comics right now. I'll show some pictures right now. He's just murdered Null, the symbiote god. Like, literally, you can pick up any version of Carnage, and it's amazing. Okay, maybe not every version. And finally, coming in at our #1 spot, we have Dr. Doom, aka Victor Von Doom. One of the coolest, coldest, the definition of a menace. This dude, literally, he gives no F's. And he still can walk around with the most cold one-liners. He talks about himself in the third person. He literally rules an entire country. He's got magic. He's a scientist. He's Dr. Doom. Look how much aura this man has. He's riding a bear. And one of my favorite things about Doom is, like, you look at him for the first time and his name is Dr. Doom. And he's going around talking about himself in the third person. Dr. Doom will take over the world. You're like, this is the most stereotypical bad guy of all time. Most mustache twirling, mohaha. But then you actually get into his backstory and his motivations and his character traits, and it's so interesting, and you honestly kind of feel for him in some way. Obviously not when he's killing people, but like, I love Dr. Doom. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. I want to be Dr. Doom, okay? That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty cool. Rule over my own place in Latveria, have magical powers, and magical iron suit. Come on now. Come on now. And that's going to do it for today's top 5 greatest comic book villains of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, give it a comment. Let me know what your guys' favorite top 5 villains are. And have a good night, have a good day, have a good whatever, and have a good one.